You are all invited into the hall of harmony. In the stillness of sweet meditation, my soul slipped into the shining hall of harmony. The floor was studded with stones of crystal purity that reflected the multicolored beauty of divine love. The roof was decked with the glimpses of eternity. The pillars were of the truth. The walls were of peace. The hall was redolent with bliss. On the luminous throne of wisdom, I communed with my very self. The self-effulgent beloved of my heart. What peace, grace, and harmony lie beyond the mystic veil of this illusory world process. I am that light of lights. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Nilambuja Shyamal Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayak Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Adorations to Lord Rama, whose complexion is like a blue lotus, very tender and delightful in appearance. Sita is seated on his left side. He is carrying powerful bow and arrow in his hands. Shri Ramcharitmanas in Ayodhya Kanda. And we are moving towards a verse number 177. Presently, the context of the talk, King Dasharatha has passed away. Bharata has completed the ritual cremation of his father. And at this stage, all the royal assembly are persuading Bharata to become the king, follow his father's orders. Bharata to be king, Rama and Lakshmana are as Sita, they are already in the forest. But that's the storyline. From profounder philosophy point of view, as I've already explained to you, Rama represents jnana, wisdom movement. Lakshmana represents dhyana, it's a Raj Yoga movement. Bharata is bhakti, devotion. And Shatrughna refers to karma yoga, karma that purifies your heart. All these four operate in your personality, and that's the profound understanding of Rama Bhakti. You have developed devotion to Rama. All these four must become operative in harmony. Because you can't separate Rama from Lakshmana, Bharata, or anything. The four are always together. And Rama is the highlight. Presently, Bharata seems to be being separated. That let Rama, Lakshmana do, Sita be in forest, and you start ruling the kingdom. Bharata, having listened to all the pleadings that were directed towards him, that he should be the king, Bharata now presents his feeling towards the people. In philosophical way to understand, first stage is a stage of nishchaya. What should be your project? Let your mind have an affirmation. Affirmation that can have two possibilities, two choices. Be the ruler. It's a wonderful opportunity. Enjoy, called bhoga. Or love Rama. Be his instrument. Follow his footsteps. Be united with Rama. Two types of nishchaya, affirmation, choices are being presented to the path of bhakti, devotion. The devotional urge within you is being challenged in two ways. If the urge is not profoundly sincere, then Kaikeyi is the way the Kaikeyi wanted, that he will be the ruler. He will not contradict what Kaikeyi wanted, he will please Kaikeyi. To also understand, how did bhakti movement start in a human being? Because you go through certain turmoils in your life, and a questioning process starts in your mind. What's the purpose? What's the goal? That questioning process is Kaikeyi. What? And from that process comes bhakti. But bhakti and the jnana movement, questioning process, fulfills the role of jnana. If Kaikeyi had not started that, Rama would not be destroying Ravana. So Kaikeyi is deeply involved with letting jnana rise. But your questioning process also has to go through challenges. Simple point to understand psychology. Your inquiring mind turned your attention to bhakti. First stage, everybody became very happy. The guru and all the ministers, they were all happy. But bhakti itself, they're all happy means the affirmation has been complete that Bharata is a great personality and he will be the ruler. But all this is presented. Affirmation level is a theory level. First, a theoretical grasp. That itself is a big challenge. So, all this that has happened to Bharata at to this stage has created an affirmation level. And Bharata listens, that affirmation sounds, comes from the different personalities. Vasishtha, Sumantra, Kaushalya, and many others. They all speak highly of Bharata becoming the king. And Bharata, having listened to all that, offers his adorations to all of them. It's a bravo, it's a wonderful idea. But theory itself does not become the reality. How can I rule this without fulfilling love of Rama, without being united with Rama? So whatever is your nishchaya, your affirmation, that affirmation stage is a theory stage. Theory stage brings its own joy in your mind. But that, if you stick to it without further self-effort, then it is an obstruction. You don't fulfill it. So Bharata takes all this as affirmation stage. And now he advances his view. Ab tum binay mori suni lehu, mohi anuharat sikhavanu dehu. All of you, first he has adored them all and thanked them and expressed great gratitude for them. And now he says, now listen to my binti, my request. Mohi anuharat sikhavan dehu, and give me teachings that match up with how I deserve. Utarudeu chababa aparadhu, dukhita dosha guna ganahina sadhu. I'm giving answers to your request. In other words, one very simple way of understanding modesty in culture. When an elderly person or Gurujan gives something, you don't say anything about it. Don't say any logic about it. When you start putting logic to it, that's considered you have outstepped the boundary of rectitude. So people go on saying something, the younger ones will say, Ji, accepts it. The Bharata says, I'm not doing that now, so please forgive me. I am in a state of distress. Those who are sadhus, saintly people, they forgive the behavior of a person who is very distressed. In his behavior, he can do abrupt things, says abrupt things. But saintly people will not hold on. They will not take it real. Pitu surpur siya Rama ban, karan kaho muhi raju. Father has gone to Swarga, departed. It's always use the word parlok, heavenly word. Not to be taken literally, his father is not really in heaven, but in storyline they will always show he is in heaven. The father is Dasharatha, with that Dasharatha stage has been transcended. Your childhood stage is transcended when you become young, youthful. The childhood stage departed to heaven. Must realize I'm focusing on very profound understanding. So father is not here. And Sita, Ram, they are in the forest. In this situation, all of you want me to become the king. Ehi te janahu morehit kai apan badu kaaju. And all of you think that thereby you are doing me a great good. But are you really doing me great good or great good to yourselves? हित हमार से सियपति से वकाई सो हरिलीन मातु कुटलाई. My real joyous project would be to be a servant of Shri Rama. But the crookedness of my mother has deprived me from this blessing. Always understand, in immature state, challenges are not understood properly. Challenges are meant to lead you to higher level. You should be thankful to them. But in immature state, kutil, dushta, wicked, ugly, wretched, wretch. Try to understand. What we are leading you to understand is that bhakti and questioning mind in the beginning view themselves as opposites, as not in harmony. If you have devotion, don't question. Generally people say. But that type of devotion is not perfect devotion. The devotion that allows your questioning mind or your questions to be shut up, not answered. The devotion is not real, because then you are not building up integrated personality. So Bharata's situation is in this early stage. The Bharata is giving the example of bhakti from beginning to advanced stage. Similarly, each brother is giving a whole growing process from early stage to advanced stage. शोक समाजु राजु कहीं लेखे दे लेखें लखन राम सिय बिनु पद देखें. This entire assembly, he turns to them, is Shok Samudaya, is a congregation of sorrow. If like, don't fool me. All of you are not very happy. Without having Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, how can there be happiness, harmony or settled feeling? Badi vasan binu bhushan bharu, Badi virati binu brahma vicharu. First give you literal meaning. If your body has no clothes, but lots of ornaments, those ornaments will be your burden. This is profounder meaning around it. Bhushan relates to divine virtues. If you are not clothed in integral process of sadhana, if you are not allowing your body, your real body is your inner self, to be well clothed, if your goal is not to attain your enlightenment, self-realization, then simply start developing the idea that you have gotten different, all these virtues, you are practicing them, you have forgiveness, you have non-violence, you have all types of virtues. But you have not integrated yourself. Badi virati binu brahma vicharu. To put it in, same thing is being explained now in the same Ramayana. Brahma vichar has become fascinating to your mind. And you are after it. But Badi virati, without developing vairagya. This whole process is described with that allegorical setting. Saruj sharir badi bahu bhoga, binu hari bhagati jaye jap yoga. If body is afflicted by disease, then all variations of luxuries and pleasures, they become nonsense. Vadi, useless. Similarly, all the japa and yoga you are doing without bhakti devotion, all your sadhana will be of no use. Jaye jeev binu deh suhai, vadi mor sabu binu raghurai. You may have a wonderful body from toes to the head, but your soul has gone away from it. Then it is useless. Similarly, you may have all types of prosperity and all types of power, but without Rama, all this is useless. Remember the horse's story. All good qualities in the horse. The seller of the horse took hours to describe the qualities. And the man wanted to know if there is any defect. It's just only one. Horse is dead. And that is applied to the illusion that everyone holds in one's mind. You think of your success on the basis of so many things. But one little question, have you secured your union with God? I said no. Then all that you have gained is karmic process. They will simply go on coming and going. जाऊं राम पहीं आय सुदेहु, एक कहीं आंख मोरे ही तयेहु. Therefore, please permit me to go to Rama. This is my firm view. And in this only lies the greatest good for me and for all of you. मोहि नृप करि भला आपन चाहू, सौ सनेह जड़ता बस कहू. All of you say that I should be king, as if my being king will make you all happy. But that's only because of your affection based on moha, deluded love. You know it, I know it. कैकेयी सुअ कपकुटिल मति, राम विमुख गतलाज. तुम चाहत सुख मोह बस, मोहि से अधम के राज. It is only because of moha of yours that you want me, who am son of Kaikeyi. Everybody will always remember what Kaikeyi has done. Kutil buddhi, with a crooked intellect. This is a description of Kaikeyi, who is opposed to Rama, implying Kaikeyi led Rama to forest. So apparently, Kaikeyi has done something negative to Rama. But that's the way it appears. Nirlaj, without shame. Kaikeyi didn't observe all those ways of rectitude or a kind of a modest style of living. कहूँ साच सब सुनि पतियाहू, चाहिए धर्मशील नर नाहू. All of you listen to what really truth is. King must be absolutely perfectly within dharma. Yato dharma sato jaya. King must be perfectly virtuous. If you मोहि राजो हठि देयहु जबहि, रसा रसातल जाहि तबहि. If you force me to stay as the king, then rasa, here refers to the earth. The earth called Vasundhara is the giver of all type of juice. Earth relates to your practical plane, the basis of your purushartha. That basis itself will break down and go somewhere in the netherland. Rasa rasatal jahi tabai. This Vasundhara, the rasa, the earth, will sink into the lowest level. In simple way to understand, when bhakti has not, you are promoting bhakti but not in a perfect, not integrated way. Karma is elsewhere, dhyana is elsewhere, jnana is elsewhere. That means Rama was elsewhere, Shatrughna is elsewhere, Bharata, etc. They are all separated. In that state, that is not the picture of perfection. If you are practicing music and your swaras are different areas, scattered, not in melody, then you do not have real success in what you are doing. Narrow-minded state of bhakti means your purpose of life to attain enlightenment. That purpose is served by your being blessed with embodiment. That blessing of your embodiment has become cursed. Rasa rasatal. मोहि समान को पाप निवासु, यही लगी सिय राम बनवासु. Who can be a worse sinner than me, who has been the cause of having Sri Rama and Sita to go into forest? These are allegorical language here. By sinner, etc., all he means, how does he feel a sense of intense separation, called viraha dukha, the pangs of separation from Rama. राय राम कुछ कहूँ कानन दीन्हा, विचुरत गमन अमर पुर किन्हा. How wonderful was father who gave the example. When he was separated from Rama, he passed on to the heavenly world. And I am separated from him, I'm not passing on anywhere. मैं सठु सब अनरथ कर हेतु, बैठ बात सब सुनऊं सचेतु. I have become a dusht, wicked one. I am the cause of all this trouble. And yet, I am listening to all this with perfect normality. He is describing his status according to his mental vision. बिनु रघुबीर बिलोकी अवासु, रहे प्राण सही जग उपसा उपहासु. Being separated from Rama, seeing this whole palace without Rama, and having learned how people have laughed at me and Kaikeyi. And in spite of all this, still I'm holding on to my body. I'm not Dashrath, I could have passed away. राम पुनीत विषय रस रूखे, लोलुप भूमि भोग के भूखे. The cause of this is, Bharata is as if expressing his heart, opening his heart to all people. You must realize these are all allegorical stories. This is meant for you to hear, not to be kept in Treta Yuga. My prana, the life force, is not really in love with Rama. If it was in love with Rama, it would have just left me. कहाँ लगी कहाँ कहीं हृदय कठिनाई, निजरी कुलसु यही लही बड़ाई. The pranas in my body, they are hungry for earthly goals. Bhumi, getting a lot of power, bhog, pleasures of the senses. कहाँ लगी कहीं हृदय कठिनाई, निदरी कुलसु यही लही बड़ाई. How long can I go on describing the stone-heartedness, this stiffness of my heart? And it has faced such challenging situations that are like thunderbolt. कारण ते कारज कठिन, होई दोषु नहीं मोर. कुलिश अस्थितें उपलतें, लोह कराल कठोर. Two words are used, karan and karya. Karan is cause. Cause relates to theory. Karya relates to practice. Practice is always more difficult than the theory. That's what it means. The difference between the two is कुलिस अस्थितें उपलतें लोह कराल कठोर. Difference between theory and practice. Theory is like bones, your skeleton. Practice is vajra, thunderbolt. Practice is like a little piece of rock. No, theory. Theory is like a piece of rock. Practice like iron, loha. Kaikeyi bhavatanu anurage, pavar prana ghai abhage. He's talking about his pranas. Prana is life force. Sometimes you can use it as singular, prana. Or most times pranas, 5 pranas, prana, apana, dhyana. One way or the other, your life. Life is your prana. This life of mine, born of Kaikeyi, is simply interested in my body. In this state of viyog, separation from Rama, I'm still alive. And indeed, I will be facing many challenges, to see many things, listen to many things. Lakshmana Rama siye kahun banu deenha, pathai amarpur patihit kinha. Talking about his mother, as if scolding his mother. She sent Lakshmana, Rama and Sita to forest. He sent her own husband, King Dasharatha, to the heavenly world. And she cast a terrible cloud of sorrow and suffering for all the subjects. That's blaming the Kaikeyi. If you are mature enough, you can understand. When you questioning mind starts, vivek buddhi, sarvam dukkham vivekina, then you begin to handle that all things of this world that seem so cute, beautiful, they have one defect. They suffer from mortality. And nothing can last. Therefore, with awakened mind, you are not interested in the world. But even while the mind is not fully awakened, the world gradually becomes distasteful. But this type of distaste is totally different from normal distaste. Normal distaste is a psychological problem. Distaste for worldly enjoyment and taste for love for God, that's your profound health. लीन विधापन अपजसु आपु, दीन है उपरजहि शोक संतापु. Mother Kaikeyi sent Rama, Lakshmana, Sita to the forest, sent her own husband to heavenly world, took upon herself widowhood and all infamy, and cast upon subjects sorrow and suffering. Mohi deen hai sukha suja susuraju, kin Kaikeyi sab kar raju kaju. And she gave to me, according to her way of thinking, he is describing her way of thinking. He gave to me the best kingdom, the great fame, and wonderful field of happiness. Vah, Kaikeyi. you, you have done wonderful for all people. What more can you do? This is called Vyang, satirical word. And on top of it, all of you say, I should be the king. Kaikeyi jatara janami jagamahi, yah mohi kaha kacho anuchita nahi. But I don't blame you. You are asking me to do all this because I am born of Kaikeyi. All this Brahma has permitted. All these Vyanga words. Why are you, without turning to his right type of saying, why are you and all these subjects? First he is talking to the assembly. Why do you allow this to happen? And why are you helping Kaikeyi in fulfilling her words? Graha grahita puni baat bas, tehi buni pichi maar, tehi piyaiya baruni, kahu kaha upachar. It's a very profound statement, a description of soul that is afflicted with bhava-vyadhi, disease of the world process. Graha grahit. People translate it as someone who is being possessed by a ghost. But meaning behind it, every situation that you face in this life is backed up by karma, karmic fruit of karma. An astrological chart tells you how the fruit of karma moves. So most people depend upon what astrology has to say. It's just like you are listening constantly to the weather forecast and stop all your trips. Graha grahit. But that's not enough. On top of it, you are suffering from Vayu Rog. Kapha, Pitta and Vayu. These are three humors. Make it humorous. Kapha, phlegm. Pitta, the bile. Bile is fire. And Vayu Rog, that gets into your bones in the form of lots of pain, etc. Rheumatism. For more understand all diseases are defined in the terms of three humors. So one who is suffering from this Vayu Rog, who is very restless, on top of it, if he is led to be stung by a scorpion, on top of it, the cure that you are bringing is intoxicating Madira drink. Implying with all the misery, you are planning to make him very happy. When he drinks, he will forget about all. The description of how the mind behaves under ignorance Kaikeyi suvan jogu jagav joyi, chatur viranch din mohi soyi. And now turns to Brahma, scolding Brahma, the creator. Unfortunately, I became the son of Kaikeyi. And what Brahma did for me? Scolding him. Dasharatha Tanaya Rama Lagu Bhai. On one side, he gave a big blessing. Son of King Dasharatha, Rama's younger brother. Din mohi vidhi badi vadai. All this blessing he gave. But he rendered them all useless by making me come through Kaikeyi. तुम सब कहो कढ़ावन टीका, राज रजायसु सब कहानी का। उतरु देऊ के ही बीति के ही, कहु सुखे न जथा रुचि जेही. All of you now want me to be king, and you are quoting, this is the order of King Dasharatha. How can I give answer to each one of you? Therefore, say what you want. Everyone is free. Have your own opinions about me. But I am going to go to Rama. Mohi kumat samet bihai, kahu kahi ke kin bhalai. Who will view this as as something that is really good for me, except Kaikeyi? Mother will say, it's wonderful that I have been privileged to have all this possibility. Mokh binu ko sachara charamahi, yahi siya Ram prana piya nahi. Is there in this entire universe anyone who is not dear, for whom Rama and Sita are not dear like their very life? And alas, somehow I am separated from that status of love of Rama. Here, when you read it in literal, it will not give you much understanding, but try to understand. To a devotee, his aspiration is, may I love Rama. And he sees Rama separated from him, vira. And separation becomes so strong that you begin to be jealous of birds and beasts and trees. They are all loving Rama. Rama's glory is manifesting through every little petal. Wonderful birds, wonderful animals, kitten, dogs. How cute. But why did he make me also cute? Why doesn't that love develop in my heart, which is so simple, so universal? Try to understand. All this is brought into the story. And with this I conclude. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarupam Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshyamamritat. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.